Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spurs Up Show, the best Gamecocks podcast on the internet. Today is Friday, March the 6th, 2020. On today's show, I break down South Carolina basketball's road trip to Nashville, Tennessee, as the Gamecocks take on the Vanderbilt Commodores in the season finale. I'll talk about the top storylines, players to watch for, keys to the game, give my prediction, and much, much more. Also, some news and notes to go over, including some updates from spring practice. I'll just kind of give my thoughts on how things have been going as South Carolina wraps up spring practice number 5 on Thursday afternoon. Before we get into everything, this is a podcast brought to you by our friends over at SeatGeek. Guys, SeatGeek, the best ticket buying app by far, the only ticket buying app I use, and the only one I'd recommend. Go download the SeatGeek app or go to SeatGeek.com. Use the promo code SPURSUP. You're going to save $20 off your first purchase. Guys, they've got tickets to literally anything and everything. If you're going to the SEC Women's Basketball Tournament this weekend in Greenville, South Carolina, Gamecocks baseball this weekend, if you're in Nashville for South Carolina Bandy, whatever it may be, you need tickets to professional sporting events, concerts, comedy club events, you name it, SeatGeek has got it. They got a great ticket rating system, which rates the tickets for you based on the type of deal you're getting. So, guys, you're going to know exactly what you're getting when you pay for it. You know you're not getting ripped off. You're getting a steal. You're getting a bargain. You're going to get the most bang for your buck. No more do you have to scalp and worry about, is somebody selling me fake tickets, or, oh, my gosh, am I overpaying for these tickets? Maybe the person next to me is paying way less. No. SeatGeek's going to do all that work for you. Like I said, they've got a ticket rating system which tells you exactly where you're sitting, what the view is going to be, how much you're paying, and what the deal score of that ticket is. So, again, you're never going to overpay for tickets. Again, it's that simple. It's so easy. Again, they do all the work for you. It's the only place that I would get tickets because, again, I think the rates are the best, the customer service is the best, and when you click that buy button, you're going to have the peace of mind knowing, hey, I got the most bang for my buck. Now I can just get my tickets, enjoy the event, enjoy it with my family, friends, whoever it may be. So, again, go download the SeatGeek app or go to SeatGeek.com. Use the promo code SPURSUP, that's SPRSUP, to save $20 off your first purchase. Let's get it. Happy Friday, everyone. Hello, I'm Chris Phillips, your host of the Spurs Up Show, as always. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you can hear me clearly. I know you can hear me clearly. It was crazy. Got done recording Thursday's show, got it set, pending, went back and listened to it. I don't know what happened. I don't know if something glitched with the mic or my recording whatever happened. Whatever, one day thing. Glad you can hear me okay. We got it fixed. Hey, technology is great until it isn't, my friend. So very, very excited for you to be joining along. Got a packed show, obviously, talking about Gamecocks basketball, men's basketball. I want to focus on the women's really quickly, by the way. If you did not see, Chris Young, one of the writers for us for the Spurs Up Show, on the SpursUpShow.com, there is an article previewing, breaking down, giving his predictions on the women's tournament. Please be sure to go check that out. Obviously, the women start their tournament in Greenville today at noon against the winner of Georgia, Alabama, I believe. So obviously we'll be tuned into that, watching that, catching all those games. But please be sure to go check his article out. He did a great job, phenomenal job with the article. Honestly, it got me fired up. It got me fired up for the tournament. Gamecocks should be the favorite, are the favorite. And I think we'll probably win the whole thing. Dawn Staley and crew are going to take care of business. But please, like I said, go to the SpursUpShow.com. Check out that article. Chris Young, he does a fantastic job breaking everything down, giving Gamecocks an inside look, the inside scoop, exactly what's going on and what's to come, what you can expect from a fun weekend of basketball in Greenville, South Carolina, as the Gamecocks and Dawn Staley look to capture yet another tournament title in pursuit of the ultimate goal, which is going to be the national title. Obviously, like I said, wake me up when we get to the Final Four. Dawn Staley and that crew are on an absolute mission this season. But like I said, we're talking Gamecock men's basketball in Nashville, Tennessee. I appreciate you guys tuning in and joining along with me. I'm very excited. The finale of the 2019-2020 season. South Carolina traveling to Nashville, Tennessee for tomorrow's game at Vanderbilt to take on the Commodores. Game at Vanderbilt Memorial Gymnasium. Tip-off at 12:30 on the SEC Network. You take a look at Vandy. Obviously, these two teams played about a month ago or so. January the 25th was the date of that game. South Carolina won that game 90-64, obviously dominating fashion at the CLA. Been a rough go for the Dores ever since. Really nothing has changed with them. 10-20 overall, 1-15. 1-15 in the conference, and their one win in conference was over the LSU Tigers. which is absolutely crazy. But again, 10-20, 1-15, been a very rough year for Coach Jerry Stackhouse's crew. Stats are very similar to the last time South Carolina saw these guys. 43% from the field, 34% from three-point range for the Dores. But it's on the defensive side they really struggle. I do also want to mention they're 69% from the free throw line, which is just sort of ironic that these are basically the two worst free throw to shooting teams in the SEC. But like I said, defensively, Vandy giving up 74.6 points per game. They allow their opponents to shoot 47% from the field. So again, South Carolina last time scoring 90 points. You did have Justin Minaya in that game, granted, but South Carolina should have another great opportunity to have a big-time offensive day against the Vanderbilt defense. You take a look at the top storylines in this one. Again, like I said, it's the final opportunity of the season in regards to the regular season. You have an opportunity to get the 19 wins overall, which is going to set yourself up. Again, I'm going to talk about in just a second just what's on the table as far as the SEC tournament is concerned, but just from a pride perspective, it's your final opportunity of the season. Go out on a positive note. Your final opportunity to go out there and wear the garnet and black for these guys. For guys like Mike Kotsar, your final opportunity as far as in a regular season game for South Carolina. Your final opportunity in the regular season to, again, increase your seeding, to get another good win for your program, to continue to try to push towards that NCAA tournament berth, which you're so desperately fighting for. You're not completely out yet. A loss tomorrow will knock you out. There's no question about it. A loss tomorrow will knock you out. But you have one final opportunity on this season. It's crazy how this season has flown by, too. It feels like we were just getting started. It feels like we were just going to the scrimmage or the exhibition against Columbia International. Now the season's about to be over. It's just wild. But, one last opportunity for this Gamecocks basketball team to, again, get another win, get another notch under your belt, if you will, as far as, like, getting towards SEC tournament seeding, getting towards the NCAA tournament. And that's going to be a big deal as far as getting this win. It's a must-win. We all know that. This is a must-win game. You have an opportunity to add another win to your resume. Also, why it's so big. Scoreboard watching is a major storyline in this game. Listen, Frank Martin, these players, they're not going to tell you they're scoreboard watching. I'm sure they're not going to be. They're going to be focused on the task at hand. But there's a lot on the plate for the Gamecocks tomorrow as far as what happens with the Florida Gators and what happens with Mississippi State. Mississippi State playing against Ole Miss, Florida playing against Kentucky. Both those teams lose. South Carolina takes over the 4 seed. We know what that means with the 4 seed, getting the double bye. There'll be a lot of scoreboard watching going on, especially with me, with South Carolina fans everywhere. Obviously, the Gamecocks, listen, they've got to take care of their business. They've got to take care of their business first. But assuming they do, and you assume they do because Vandy's not a very good team, yeah, it's I hate to say this, but for the day, go Georgia and go Ole Miss. Because if those two, go Kentucky. Florida just played Georgia. Go Kentucky and go Ole Miss. Those two teams win. Kentucky. If Florida and Mississippi State lose, you've got the 4 seed, which after all the roller coaster ride of a season this has been, from the terrible losses to the great wins, if you could lock in the 4 seed, it would be major kudos in my mind to this basketball team. It really would. Attribute it to the craziness of the SEC as well, but it would be major kudos to this South Carolina basketball team for being able to hang in there and get that 4 seed. Again, you want that 4 seed. The double bye opportunity gets you just that much closer to winning the whole damn thing, winning the SEC tournament, which, hey, if you win the tournament, you're in the NCAA tournament. That's really all it comes down to. So going to be a lot of scoreboard watching tomorrow afternoon as well. Another big storyline for me is I talked about the opportunity, the task at hand. The task at hand, which is, this South Carolina team they've been road warriors all season long, right? It's been a great team on the road. Vanderbilt and Vanderbilt Memorial Gymnasium is one of those weird, ominous places. It's a very, if you've ever been there, it's a very strange place as far as the way the arena's set up and the floor's set up. And you look at games this year. I mean, listen, Vandy's not good. They won one conference game, but I mean, I remember specifically they were playing Kentucky a couple weeks ago, had them down at halftime. I mean, it's just a strange place to go play. It's a tough place to go play. South Carolina, again, all this outside noise going on, this bubble talk, this NCAA tournament talk, this SEC tournament talk, they're going to need to be locked in and focused because Vandy, for whatever reason, plays their best basketball on that floor, and that has been a tough place to play for South Carolina too. So locking in, you've been good on the road this year. Do it once again. No question. You should be okay. Another storyline for me, and kind of fun, I said this the last time, so I'm going to say it again. who makes more free throws? I mean, both these teams stink from the free throw line. I'm not afraid to say that. They both stink. So if it does come down to free throws, because again, this could be a closer than this could be a closer than we want it to be game, honestly. Like, this game could be too close for comfort. Free throws could matter in this one. Who makes their free throws, who doesn't? Could go a long way in determining this basketball game. And then my final storyline, listen, this game is about South Carolina. With all due respect to Vanderbilt, Gamecocks, handle your business. Handle your business. You won 90-64 last time. Again, it was on your floor, but you dominated. And I know you had Justin Minaya. I get that. But you dominated the last time you played these guys. Dominated them. You know you're the better team. You're the better team top to bottom. There's no question. Handle your business. Take care of your business. If South Carolina does not let the outside external stuff get into its head, there will be no issues here. I have full confidence in that. We talk about Vanderbilt players to watch for. We'll start with Aaron Nesmith. Obviously talked about him last time, 6'6", 213, sophomore guard out of Charleston, South Carolina, one of the better guards in the SEC. Leads the team with 23 points per game. Obviously going to need to limit him. A.J. Lawson, Jermaine Couisnard, whoever's on him. You're going to have to limit him to give South Carolina a chance to win this basketball game. Saban Lee, another guy, 6'2", 183, junior guard, 18.2 points per game, and he led the Dores with 17 points in last time's game. So definitely a guy to watch for there as well. And Dylan DeSuze, 6'9", 223, freshman forward, 7 points per game. He leads their team with 5.5 rebounds per game, and he is definitely, without a doubt, their most consistent post threat. So Mike Coates been playing all SEC-type defense, SEC Defensive Player of the Year-type defense. Needs to have another one of those games for South Carolina on Saturday for sure. My three keys to the game in this one. And I've talked a lot about these already. I've actually talked about all three of them already. But my number one thing, focus on the task at hand. The only way South Carolina loses this game, in my opinion, which it could happen. It could happen. I want to throw that out there. This game does scare me, y'all. I'm not going to lie. Before I get to the prediction, this game worries me a little bit. It's the perfect setup for like a trap game. You know, it's sandwiched in between, you won your last game and you're going to the SEC tournament and like, oh, it's Vandy, we should kill him and blah, blah, blah. Like, focus on the task at hand. This team locks in and focuses, it'll win. And I feel good that it'll do that because Frank Martin has his guys ready to play. But if you start letting the outside noise get in your head, all this bubble stuff and if we do this and these teams lose. No, focus on get tunnel vision. Focus on what's ahead. Focus on the task at hand, and you will be all right. But South Carolina's going to have to do that, going to have to lock in to get this W. Second key to the game, you don't have to shut him down completely, but limit Aaron Nesmith. We've seen this year when you took on Georgia. You let one guy get hot, it can make the rest of that team get hot. We saw that. Aaron Nesmith, again, one of the better guards in the SEC, right there with Anthony Edwards. Nesmith leading them 23 points per game. You got to at least limit him. You did a good job with that the first time these two teams played. Wasn't even their leading scorer, but you got to limit him because, again, in college basketball, you let one guy, especially their guard, you let that guard get hot, you could set yourself up for a dicey night. So limit Nesmith. Going to be a big thing. Third key to the game. Talked about this earlier too. Weather the road storm, if you will. Again, Vandy, weird place to play. Tough place to play, but a weird place to play. It's kind of really just getting tunnel vision, not even caring what floor you're on, but it's a strange place. And Vandy's going to come out, listen, last game of their season, period. They're going to come out fired up, ready to go. They want to get one for old coach. You know what I mean? They're going to come out ready to go. Weather the storm. Weather that road storm. Manage it. Overcome it. Again, three keys to the game. Focus on the task at hand. Limit Aaron Nesmith and weather the road storm. As far as my prediction for this game, like I said, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm nervous. I'm actually very nervous for this game. And I don't want to sound negative or pessimistic. I'm not. This just feels like the spot where South Carolina lets down. It would be so South Carolina-esque to lose a game like this. Now, do I think South Carolina should lose? Hell no. I think South Carolina should win easily. I really do. Will they, though? I'm not picking it. I think South Carolina does get the win as far as my official prediction. I think the Gamecocks get the win, but I think it's going to be closer than we'd like it to be. And either way, who gives a damn? A win's a win. Who gives a damn in this game? A win's a win. You go on the road in the SEC, you get the W. That's all that matters. But I do think it's going to be a little closer than we'd like. I got the Gamecocks getting the win 82-77. I think it will be a high-scoring game. I think South Carolina outlasts the Commodores. I do think Neesmith probably has a pretty good game. But overall, I think South Carolina does hold on for the victory. But like I said, this game makes me nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. This game makes me nervous. There's just no question that it makes me nervous. So go out there, lock in, take care of your business. Again, don't let the fans scoreboard watch. Let us scoreboard watch. Let us see what's going on. But as far as this team, lock in. You are the better team as long as you go play a full 40 minutes. You are the better team. So I think they will. I think South Carolina outlasts Vanderbilt. They get the W, 82-77, get their 19th win, 11th SEC win. And then from there, hey, we'll see what happens with Mississippi State and Florida. But, man, it would be an awesome thing to get that 4 seed. But yeah, I think the Gamecocks do get the win at Vanderbilt Memorial Gymnasium, 82-77. Before we get off this subject really quickly, I haven't talked about it, but prayers up, by the way, to everybody in Nashville, Tennessee. Obviously, the tragedy that happened with the tornadoes and stuff like that. So if you know anybody in the area, affected in that area, or just out of the kindness of your heart, just say a prayer for Nashville, Tennessee. A couple people that I've interacted with are up there. They're okay, but just seems like it's a really, really bad situation. So prayers up to those people. And that's another thing, too. I didn't even mention, Vandy's going to be fired up to come home and try to get one for their fans. I'm not, trying to use that as, whatever. I'm just making the point. They're going to be fired in that regard. But seriously, prayers to everybody in Nashville. Prayers to the reconstruction efforts there. I know it's a tragedy. Obviously, it's a really tough time for a lot of people. So just keep Nashville in your prayers, obviously. So, again, all right. So, anyways, quick news and note. Not even really news and notes. Just some things I'm hearing from spring, or that we've been hearing from spring practice. I mean, nothing insider, nothing crazy. We've seen everything on YouTube, stuff like that. But it's so funny. We've seen all this stuff about Marshawn Lloyd and Mike Bobo speaking, and Ryan Helinski and Will Muschamp and Ernest Jones. And I was just talking to a buddy of mine. It's just so funny. I know you guys would probably agree. It's just so funny that, this is the season where, listen, everybody's 0-0. Everybody's feeling good about themselves. This is best shape of my life season. You know what I mean? This is the part of the year everybody looks amazing. Everybody's fresh. And I don't know. It's just kind of funny. So, I mean, everything we're seeing and everything that I'm hearing from spring ball, there's definitely reasons to be excited, especially Marshawn Lloyd's run. That video of Marshawn Lloyd making the cut looks good. Kid looks good. I think he'll be your starting running back for sure. I've been saying that since really before he even got on campus. But, a lot of good stuff. It's crazy to think the spring game is literally, I think, 3.5 weeks away. So, absolutely cannot wait for it. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, very exciting weekend. South Carolina baseball, all 3 games at Founders Park as well. SEC women's tournament, Gamecocks at Vanderbilt, and spring practice still going on. So it's a great time to be a Gamecock fan. As always, guys, I'm Chris Phillips of the Spurs Up Show. Do appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will talk to you on Monday.